Will the sight or the smell of a carbohydrate knock you out of ketosis? And the answer is, depends if you give in to it. But no, the sight and smell will not spike insulin. However, it potentially could stimulate dopamine. And dopamine is a neurotransmitter. It's similar to a hormone, but it works through the nervous system in the brain. And the effect that dopamine has is pleasure. It's the anticipation of a reward. It creates more want. It's involved in lots of addictions. Now, if you happen to smell chocolate chip cookies coming out of the oven, okay, you may start to stimulate dopamine. Or how about that bread baking in the oven? The smell is actually incredible, isn't it? Or what about the aroma of this amazing pizza that's being served to you at an Italian restaurant? Or let's say, for example, you're smelling this Kentucky Fried Chicken and you're hungry, right? You may start stimulating dopamine. And then you have the visual of it, right? Or this delicious bread and butter that they just took out of the oven and they served you before you're going to eat your meal at the restaurant. Oh, and by the way, I'm really curious. Go ahead and type in the comment section of that food that you cannot resist. Now, here's an interesting thing about this on a study that I'm going to post down below. Dopamine was only increased, okay, upon exposure to certain smells or visuals if it's exposed to someone that already has addictions or has a weight problem that's a binge eater. If you don't have addictions and you're not a binge eater, guess what? Dopamine will not be spiked. And this is actually really good news because when you start a ketogenic diet and you do intermittent fasting, the need for eating every 3 hours disappears. And so even if someone waves some cookies in front of you or shows you something, you're going to be less tempted simply because you're not going to spike dopamine. So this is a very, very good thing to know about if you have addictions and you want to overcome them. And I'm talking about alcohol addictions, drug addictions, and definitely carbohydrate addictions. And if you're new to my channel and you've never heard about the ketogenic diet, you don't even know what I'm talking about, and you definitely don't know what intermittent fasting is, click the link down below. You definitely want to know about this. Thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising, And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.